Hello, everyone. Welcome. And we're live again this Thursday. It is a Thursday, right? I didn't get it wrong. Yes, it is. So, and today we have Joachim here and Michelle from Arvato Systems Malaysia. I'll let them introduce themselves shortly. But first off, I just want to check with the people who are watching with us right now. Thank you so much for being on time. While we're still waiting for other people, can you let me know whether you can hear me clearly? If you can, like drop a 1 in the comment section, right? I just want to see whether audio's okay, everything's okay from whether you're watching from Facebook, LinkedIn, or we're also streaming on YouTube, right? So wherever you're watching, just drop the comments and we'll be able to see it, right? So Ken, okay, got a few feedback already. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me know. All right, so as you guys are probably wondering, Joachim and Michelle, what do they do at Arvato Systems, right? I'll let them introduce themselves shortly. But first off, I want to tell you, what can you do with us in this session? So basically, if you have any questions, regarding working at Arvato Systems, you can just ask it in the comment section. And you can, basically where we're asking, we can pick up the comment and we'll even present it to the speakers if it's an interesting question, right? So no more teasing. Thank you so much for letting me know that you can hear me clearly. Why don't we jump straight in, right? Why don't we have Joachim and Michelle here to introduce themselves, who they are, what do they do at Arvato Systems Malaysia? Let's start with Michelle first, shall we?
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for taking your time out being here with us today. So my name is Michelle. I'm a talent acquisition specialist here in Arvato Systems Malaysia. And I have spent most of my time speaking to the IT visits, focusing towards software development, while employer branding will be part of my portfolio right now. And pretty thanks to Hirely today reaching out to us, and we are more than happy covering the topics with all of you today. So over to Joaquin.
Okay, sure. Thanks, Michelle. But I think firstly, I just want to say big thank you to Hyatt Lee for really looping Arvato Systems into this Get Hired live session. And I think a little bit about myself. My name is Joachim. You can call me Joe if you want, in short, Brian. I'm the talent acquisition business partner for Arvato Systems. And me and Michelle, I think we are overseeing the recruitment, the employer branding areas within this company. So I think we are more towards on the internal side of HR. And we really look forward to share more insights about us, right, in this session. So over back to you, Brian.
Fantastic introduction. Thank you so much, Michelle and Joachim. Or Joe, it's gonna take me a little bit getting used to. I've known you for Joachim for quite long already. But thank you so much for that introduction. So both of you here are from the recruitment department at Arvato Systems. So yes, that means that these people are basically from HR department. So we brought two person over here for you guys to ask, what does it take to apply to Arvato Systems? Anything that you want to learn about their company culture, the jobs there, these two are the right people to answer your questions, right? So again, wherever you're watching, just drop your question in the comment section and we'll pick up the interesting ones. Even if your question is not picked, no worry about it, we will get to your questions perhaps after the live session, Arvato System will see to replying to those, right? So, okay, we've thrown out a lot of names already. We know what both of you does at Arvato Systems Malaysia. Can you tell us more about the nature of business for Arvato System? What does Arvato Systems Malaysia do?
Sure, more than happy to share, right? So Arvato Systems Malaysia, we are a leading IT service solutions provider that is headquartered in Germany, right? So we have established since 2005. So by next week, we are turning 16, yeah? So
wow.
I think we are pretty much quite excited to really, reach another milestone. We're definitely going to celebrate something. So stay tuned on that. I think in terms of business-wise and industry-wise, right? So under the Bertelsmann Group itself, we are acting as the digital arm, whereby we cover a huge range of industries, but mainly for the Malaysian market, we are covering in terms of the media broadcasting industries. We're covering on utilities, right? Relatable on the energy renewable platforms. We're also covering on commerce as well. Very, very large chunk of it is over there. And also on healthcare and pharmaceutical in terms of the industry that we touch on, right? So let's talk about in terms of the overall size that we have within the KL team, the KL office. By the way, we're located at G Tower, Jalan Tun Razak, so which is at the heart of KLCC there, right? Very close by. Yeah, I mean, very nice view as well. We're on the 26th floor. So I think altogether, we do cover a huge range of services, including such as, software development. We also own a particular product. So we also do product development as well. We also are involved in terms of integration type of work. We use technologies like SAP, and we also have software testing, both manual and automation. And also last but not least, we also cover in terms of like technical support on the areas of infrastructure, cybersecurity, cloud, dev operations. So I think these are some of the areas that we do cover as a whole in terms of the business that we are in.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, I guess I basically came from knowing almost nothing about Arvato Systems to knowing what I need to, in great detail already, very good summary. Thank you so much, Joe. 16 years. Wow. That's a very big celebration. It's a very established company already. 16 years is a very, very long, it's a very big milestone to celebrate, right?
Thank you.
For just because there's a lot of people that just came in to the live session, I'm sorry I have to repeat this again, but if you are watching from Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, wherever, drop your questions in the comment section. Both Joachim here and Michelle here are from the recruitment talent department at Arvato Systems. So anything that you want to ask, good questions, we'll pick it up live, right? So we do have a lot of people asking what are the vacancies available. So excited already. Know the company name, know what are you guys doing, or do you want to apply, right? So if you want to know, I'm sure there will be comment from my team that will drop this link for you as well. But you want head on over to highly.com/Arvato, and you'll be able to see the very nice office that Joachim just talked about. Some pictures of the team that you'll likely be working with. And of course, the 13 positions that is being listed there right now. If you don't see a position that is suitable for you, don't worry about it. We do have a function over at that site where you can click the follow button on the right. So you click that button, you'll be the first to know when Arvato Systems Malaysia has any new positions. You'll be first to be notified, right? So today's session is all about, learning more about the company culture. So stay tuned. You'll never know when new positions are going to open beyond the 13 ones that are already listed that you can check out, right? So back to it, I want to pass the ball to Michelle already, Michelle, can you let us know what kind of culture does Arvato Systems Malaysia want to create for the people working there?
Okay, thanks, Brian. As far as I can tell, work-life balance, of course, will be part of the best practice in our company. So our people can have their time with families and friends while remain very productive. And our employees can choose to either work remotely from their home countries or probably flexible working arrangements so we can maintain the effectiveness at work. And we also find the rhythm that works best for ourselves, especially during the work from home arrangement. So we used to struggle a lot with all kinds of distractions. Sometimes we need to collect parcels. Sometimes we need to collect our clothes before the rain comes. Yeah, please agree with me if you come across this similar situation. And it's no secret that millennials having the preference towards agile work culture. So in our organization, we practice to respond quickly to environmental changes. We prioritize on the speed adapting to new standards and policies. And literally, we also address a new problem promptly. So with this practice, a lot of problems naturally get solved faster.
Well, I thank you so much for that. I do see Arvato Systems Malaysia talk a lot about, the flexibility of working with the company. Just to share a funny story, a lot of things happen when there are meetings. When you're stuck in a meeting, that's where your parcel delivery comes. That's where something that needs your attention comes.
Exactly.
So I'm so glad it's a very understanding culture. I guess allows you to work the way you want to, as long as you deliver the quality work. You have flexibility of how you want to approach that, lah, right?
Yes.
So thank you so much for letting us know about that, Michelle. Now we know a little bit more about like the company culture, how the people I guess work efficiently in the company, right? Joachim, can I have you let us know what are the most important values in the company or the brand itself?
Sure. So I think that, just now I spoke about in terms of, we are under this very big group called Bertelsmann. If you can see even from our logo itself, right? So we actually have two values, which is on creativity and also entrepreneurship, right? But I would say that I think that probably about last month, we've just actually recently just proudly launched our own localized core values. All came about from last year. Even at the start of last year, we went through surveys. We break into small focus groups. We really hear everyone out. But I think one of the most commonalities that we see, and also people still truly believe, right, is really on within the culture of trust, right? I think that just to really tap into what just now Michelle has mentioned, I think that because there is also a lot of flexibility given, so we actually measure based on the work outcome rather than the number of hours or whether or not are you physically present at the office, right? So I think this one itself, right, it kind of like ties back to, because right now, in order for us to make our new core values easy for people to remember, right? So we kind of tie it with ARVATO, right? So altogether got 6, but I do not want to, bore you all with the 6, but I think one of the T, right? The Arvato T, right? T means trust, right? So I think that we kind of encourage in terms of like open communication, and then we also get a lot of feedback as well through surveys and also through even virtual suggestion box. And I think this really shows in terms of the values, right? That means to say that we always welcome in terms of, what are some of the things that we can do better as an organization? How do we want to move forward? And also, I think to really tie it back to the creativity, right? I think that there's also one on the V, one which is on value creation. I think we always believe that, as the company evolve, we want to always be adding values, not only to our clients and our customers, but also to our people as well, right? Yeah.
This is what people say by living by the name, right? Literally, the values are in the name as abbreviations, right? So, thank you so much for sharing that, Joachim. If all of you are very curious about what all the 6 values are, right? Head on over to highly.com/Arvato. It's written there. It's written there nicely for you to discover and learn more. That's also the place where you can see, the team, the openings that they have. And, if you don't see an opening that you want right now, click the follow button on the page and you'll be the first to be notified when there are new openings available, right? So Kenny is here. That means we have a good question from the crowd. Why don't we hear from you first, Kenny?
Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm a bit laggy, but we have quite a few questions asking about the flexible working arrangements. So this question is, do you have any vacancies available for work from home?
Yeah, I do see quite a number of people asking this in the crowd, right? Joachim and Michelle, both of you are working from home right now. What are your thoughts on this question?
Michelle, do you want or should I?
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, very good question. One of the most commonly asked questions. Don't worry, you're not alone. Even through our conversations and interactions, we also get this quite often, right? So I think let me share with you what is the current and also what is going to be perhaps in the future of work, right? I think currently we are all working from home, so you can tell that Michelle's background is at her house. This is like my house, so you can see one part of my house, right? So definitely, I think in terms of working from home, I think that let me share with you all, right? We have already introduced these flexible work arrangements, right, as early as 1 decade ago, right? Since 2010, 2011, roughly there, right? And when last year, when the government announced about the whole lockdown, the first 1.0, right? I think that it has pretty much very less challenge for us because we are already quite used to these settings and this environment, right? So now, why do I share this, right? So I think that for us, we are quite flexible in a sense that, right now we want to take care of our people's safety first, right? And then maybe if you were to look into, let's say, future normality, like the future of work arrangement, I think we are looking at even a more of a hybrid work arrangement, which we believe that maybe perhaps, once a month, it could be maybe 3 or 4 times, and then when we gather, we realize that that's very important for us not to lose touch of the human, right? The human aspects, whereby you gather for team lunch, for team meeting, for team brainstorming, for team bonding as well, right? I am pretty sure that every one of you really misses that, right? As much as working from home, you have the autonomy, the empowerment to go and manage your own time, which is great. But also, I feel that in terms of the whole overall engagement, I think that getting in touch with people would be very important, right? I think that if, let's say, some of these people who are watching, especially the audiences right now, if you are perhaps now perhaps in other countries, let's say outside of Malaysia, I think we need to really evaluate case to case basis, right? That do you have plans to really come over here? Because also, I think at the end of the day, for now, I think we are still looking at within this vision first. Because of the whole lockdown period, I think it will be pretty much quite hard for us to consider. Yeah. But I think that it's on a case-to-case basis. I think that you can definitely reach out to either me or Michelle. I think that we're more than happy to see how we are able to support. At the same time, you want to, to find a very good rhythm, right, that works for you and also works for us. I hope that answers, Brian. Yeah.
Very, very in detail. Thank you so much. Definitely. I mean, Arvato is not. Is very well aware of the situation that we're currently in right now. So we would, they would definitely try to make the best arrangement for you, in terms of like working remotely. Like Michelle and Joachim here has been working remotely for quite a while already. So if not, you could have shown us a nice tour of the office already right here, right now, right?
Exactly.
not your personal office right now, but the but the one at G Tower there. Right. Thank you. Let's get back into another question that that I'm very curious to know about. Some people in the comments have asked about trainings and development. That was coincidentally that was my next question as well. So Michelle, can you tell us what kind of training and development activities are in place for employees? We see that as a benefit in Arvato's company profile on Hiredly, but can you shine some light on that?
Yeah, everyone knows us because we are IT company, right? But of course, we do have different types of training and development plans for our people. So back on track, we do have technical training and we do have soft skill training. So if we are talking about technical training, it's actually more than 50 types of technical training focused into like programming language specifically. So we do have kind of like Angular, React, .NET, Java, all this kind of for sure. And we do have a partnership with our sister company, Udacity, which is a Bertelsmann presented scholarship program that actually launched this program for the people with or without programming and IT experience. So their major topics will be focusing more towards like cloud, data, and the latest technology like AI, machine learning, intelligence algorithms, and so on. So to promote this kind of initiative for scholarship program, right, we do actually have a bonus for those successful completions of nano degree program. So we were actually given out a bonus amount in euro to further encourage them upskilling themselves. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
and we if let's say we are talking about soft skill kind of things, right? We do have a lot like Power BI, we do have solution focused coaching, we do have critical thinking and problem solving. We do even have comes into the introducing personal profiling, like insight discovery, so we can know and understand better on ourselves, how we behave during the work and how is our work pattern. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So not just like learning, training for technical skills, but soft skills and even, facilities to learn about yourself. It's like you got everything covered from every angle already.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So definitely, I think you need to list that a bit more prominently. I think you're underselling it a bit in your company profile. On Hiredly, right? Yeah,
But then,
just
hey,
like,
we got Hiredly to help us, right? Like right now, this
yeah.
session.
So, glad that we dug that out. Thank you so much. I think one of the people that asked that is Ikmal. Thank you so much for asking that question. I hope you got your answer. I think he was just asking about more of like the technical side of training, but yeah, you got more than what you wanted. All right. Well, Kenny is here. Are you having some connection trouble, Kenny? Can you?
Yeah, I think so, but can you hear me just in case?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. All right, okay. I'm not moving, but I am. So actually, we have a lot of questions regarding the vacancies that are currently listed. A lot of people are asking if there are any other roles like operations or even roles that an economic graduate could apply to at Arvato. So maybe if could you guys share a bit more about that?
Michelle, maybe how about you?
Let me take over this question. So, of course, we do have non-IT positions like the operations side, like me and Joe, and the finance and the IT support, right? So all these positions will be actually available upon if let's say we are going to have a team expansion or a replacement and so on. So definitely we will update in our career side, the corporate side, or probably we will update in Hirely as well. So yeah, please stay tuned with us.
Right. So, and the way to stay tuned, of course, is to click the follow button on Hirely's. It seems like I'm selling that feature a lot already, but it's true. It's true. The way to be the first to notify. Right now, immediately they are hiring for like the 13 IT positions right now. But what we're talking about here today, is talking about like the company culture and the environment, which it's not different for if you're in an operational role, right? So do click the follow button and you'll be the first to know when there are new positions for you to check out and apply to. So thank you so much for that, Michelle, and thank you so much for asking that question. The question is gone, but thank you so much for asking that question, right? So I want to keep you on the line here, Michelle. I know you took two questions back to back already, and Joachim, do feel free to chime in, but I want to, I still want to keep Michelle on the attention, how do you decide to hire someone, and what would be the reasons why you choose to hire someone? We'll hear from Michelle first, then we'll hear from Joachim later, We did have a question just now about kind of like, what is the hiring process like at Arvato? You can go a bit more technical in terms of like, the stages of the hiring process. But, personally, I'm more keen on how do you decide to hire and, what makes you, and why you want to hire someone, right?
Michelle, I'll probably take that question, but you can go with Brian's question first.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic idea.
It seems to me that communication is key. So despite like we are actually IT company, we are hiring a lot of technical positions, right? So we do also open for other positions as well, like the operational side. So during the screening process, or I should call it an interview session, so we will usually look into a few areas like how they present themselves, how a candidate express their interest level, and how this person can fit into our organization, whether or not this candidate done some homework, like as in understand the company industry and the background, of course, and knowing what is the positions they apply and what are the requirements for the role that they could actually match from their past experience. So I always believe that effective communication, right, can bring a good impression to the interviewers. Let me give some example, right? Imagine if the interviewers is asking you to choose between apple and orange, right? You can tell them either one or both, but please don't say something like, I think I still prefer durian over both of the choices given. So rule of thumbs, just to listen actively the question and answer effectively.
Right. Good tips. Can bring that knowledge to interviews, right? When you apply to Arvato Systems Malaysia. Right. So, Joachim, why don't we have you, let us know how the hiring process is like?
Sure. I think a very good question from this audience named Prince, right? Yeah, Prince. Right? Hi, Prince. Hope you're doing well there. So I think in total, right, I think that we usually will start off with, of course, I think that every one of us, regardless of whichever openings that you see on a job portal, right, I think that we will definitely want to see in terms of relevant experience. I think the first thing first is definitely in terms of your relevancy, in terms of your portfolio that you bring into the table, right, based on the job matching that we have as well. I think that usually we'll have, of course, a kind of like short conversation, either with me, Michelle, right, or and then if let's just say that we find that, hey, you kind of fit into this particular role, maybe through this conversation, right, maybe by right you have applied for, let's say, job A, right, but then maybe through the conversation we find that, hey, we find that you kind of like will do well on, let's say, another job vacancy B, right, then we will usually try to share across in terms of your profile with our hiring team. So there will be another one round of technical assessment interview with our local Malaysian team, right? So that will be the first round, right? So and then we will see how it goes. We will regroup once it's done. And then it's usually 1 hour video. I think these days, as much as we would love to give you a physical handshake, tour you at the office, we can't, right? But if not, we would love to, right? Trust me on that. And then, if all is well, happy flow positively, I think there will be another round whereby, you also get to meet with someone from the German side as well, right? I think that this part is really more on, to really find out, like what Michelle was saying just now, your interpersonal, your culture, your communication, right? And then that kind of like wraps up our hiring flow. Yeah. Okay. I hope that gives a very good,
right.
breakdown.
I really like that you included like handshake and tour at the office as a stage as well. that one. Oh them first, right? That will happen.
Yeah.
Sometime in the future.
Yeah.
But
sometime in the future, I owe them first.
Yeah. Thank you so much for asking the question, Prince. So I. Well, we have a question about the role first. Oh, Kenny, I'm gonna make you sit there for a while.
All right, no problem.
First, yeah. We do know that Arvato Systems Malaysia right now has a number of software developer roles. Some senior roles as well. But can you just let us know whether currently, of the 13 ones open right now, are there any like entry level or fresh graduates positions available?
Joe, you want to take over, Joe?
Yeah, can. Okay, cool. Very, very, a good question. Shows that you're very enthusiastic about us, right? Thank you. I think for us over here, right, I think that we do have okay, of course, I think right now, if you see exactly in terms of all our active openings on the Highly platforms, right, you will see, some of them are like mixture between senior and also non-senior. I think that, perhaps on the non-senior one, I think that this would be the kind of roles that we are able to consider, right? But then for the senior one, really, I'm so sorry that, because of the minimum requirements and kind of required from the business, so we can't. So I think that, for those non-senior ones, I think that you can definitely give it a shot. Yeah, and then we will try to see if kind of like matches into what you want to build in your career. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, Mohammed, for that question. If you're still scratching your head, figuring out like what are all these positions that people are talking about, go ahead over to harley.com/Arvato. I'm sure it's in the comments if you're watching on Facebook as well. Click that link and you go through and can visit learn more about Arvato Systems and the 13 positions that currently is available right now. So Kenny, since you're here, what is the question that you want to highlight?
Hi everyone, so I've got a more interesting question. Okay, we took a lot of serious questions. So Gopi is actually asking, is Arvato Systems Malaysia on TikTok? So share a bit more about your internal team.
Michelle, longer than me. Over to you. And you're younger than me. Okay, so this one has to go by Michelle because Michelle is younger than me.
Oh yeah, I hope we explore in that platform. But as of now, I would say we are trying our best to updates, frequently keeping updates for our existing what's going on in the organization and what is the latest update that our milestone and so on, right? These all updates will actually be appear in LinkedIn and our Facebook page. Our Facebook page particularly, we are named as Arvato Systems Malaysia. You can go to our Facebook page, or if you prefer to know about LinkedIn, right, you can just follow us. It's the same name, Arvato Systems Malaysia. Yeah.
Right.
So we are in both channel.
Can I just add something here, Michelle? I think that very good question by Gopi, right? That really also got me thinking that, because I know Highly also, very active on TikTok, definitely, right? I think that it's a very good suggestion, very good feedback. I think that let me try to take this forward and see how far I can go.
Yeah.
Very good question, Gopi.
So this will be a project.
Sure.
The answer is not no, but not yet, right? Not yet.
Yeah.
Because you see, again, like I said, we love to hear feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. So looking forward to having Arvato on TikTok. Gopi, thank you so much for inspiring this idea to the team. You'll play a good part knowing that you are the one that ignited this idea. When we see the TikTok account for Arvato, right? So yeah, hopefully we can join you on TikTok as well. Maybe we can do some collaborations.
I'll invite Gopi over for a free coffee at Arvato's office.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that question, Gopi. Moving on back to learning about like the benefits or rather the employee value proposition, right, of Arvato. Can you let us know more about that aspect? What are the employee value
I think
proposition?
more than happy to share. I think that in terms of the perks and benefits, I think that we really do really angle on the caring side of things, right? I think let's just talk about some of the basic perks and benefits which we have also highlighted. If you do notice at the end of our job description, you always see we always highlight the top 10 perks and benefits. If you happen to join our team, right? I think let me just quickly refresh everyone here, right? Instead of you going through every single pointers, I think that we actually provide in terms of very good coverage of insurance, not only to you but also if you are married, to you and also to your wife and also to your kids, right? And then we also cover in terms of very very nice benefits such as birthday leaves, childcare and parental leave. We also do have as well. Of course, right now we have got this pandemic, we also have company trip as well, right? We also have all these travel opportunities as well. Again, like I said, conditioned by the current pandemic, we also have, things like, unlimited coffee as well at the office. Again, like I said just now, I wanted to treat Gopi for that suggestion, right? Very good question. And also I think that,
your favorite benefit, Joachim.
Yeah. And also I think what I really like is that, I think during this time, when all of the staffs are stuck at home, right? I think that from time to time, we come up with a lot of different engagement stuff, such as, all these activities online. And also we do send out a lot of surprise care packages, things like Parents' Day, International Women's Day, even on my birthday as well. Even, the other day, I just got a surprise over the weekend, a face mask and also vitamin C's, so those kind of things, right? So I think that for me, I think that, we kind of cover what usually people really want. And also we have a very nice flexible benefits whereby there are lists of items that people can claim, really up to them. So I think we try to customize this based on different age groups as well, right? Like to us, perhaps the later age one, right? They will really want to look into more towards like dental and health check and all those kind of things, right? But the younger one, hey, I want to claim for my internet, I want to claim for my phone and stuff like that, right? So I think that we try to cater to all these kind of things, right? So I hope that gives a little bit of insights, I think, in view of time.
That's very good. Don't worry too much about the time. But that's a very good description on what are the benefits that Arvato has. Seems like you got it covered. Like people, the younger crowd or the more senior crowd. You also got them covered. Sounds like a good place where people want to start their career young, then stay long and then enjoy all the benefits that Arvato has to offer, right?
And we also have incremental, based on years of service, since you said stay long, right? We also have incremental benefits in terms of EPF percentages as well, in terms of employers' contribution.
Well, I thought the list was pretty big already, but now you add another one to it.
Yeah. So of course, I cannot showcase everything inside the JD, right? You have to speak to us, right?
Very good, very good. So, just a final question before we wrap up, right? Just now, Michelle already covered a little bit on, what was it again? Like, how do you decide to hire someone and why? And talk a bit more about the soft skill side of things. But just on a good ending note, right? Any advice for people looking to join the company? Any tips for someone who is applying, perhaps joining for an interview, any specific color that they have to wear to show the Arvato pride, or those kind of tips that you can give them?
Not really. Just be prepared and be smart. Like I say, listen actively the question and answer effectively. And actually, for most of the millennials, right, actually they should look forward. They should look towards the future career growth. Like everybody starts from a fresh grad, and the starting point doesn't define a person's success. So if you were to continue learning and continue growth, right, the knowledge you gain will be something that shape your value in the future. Yeah.
Very good tip. Any closing remarks from you, Joe?
Yeah, sure. I think maybe 3 pointers. I think kind of like the same like what Michelle has shared. I think 3 pointers, 3 keywords for people to take back, right? 3 tips. I think number 1, research. I think just now Michelle talks a little bit about researching about us, really understand, is our business something that you are excited about, right? Definitely something exciting for you to build on. Second is communicate, clearly, consistently, setting the right expectations. And then thirdly, elaborate, right? I think that since we are talking about there's one stage on technical assessment, try to elaborate the past projects that you have done, and then just be very, very open, and genuine. What you know, what you do not know, what you have not touched is okay. Even if certain frameworks or technologies that you have not explored before, but if you're keen to learn, I think we are looking for those, hungry learning attitude, as well, not just the past. Yeah.
Very good tips. A very good cheat sheet for people to get ready to apply. Yeah, but that's a very good point in the end. Attitude. The willingness to learn is so much more important. So yeah, bring your A game there. Not only looking for people with good technical skills, but also more importantly, soft skills, right? So thank you so much, Michelle and Joe, for joining us today to give a very good window look into how Arvato Systems Malaysia is like. Just to let everybody know, the current 13 positions that they have listed, you can find them at hirely.com/Arvato. There's probably a link you can click on if you're watching from Facebook. Again, I know I repeat this, but like it's a very beautiful company profile where you can check out like the values, how the people at the office or possibly the people that you'll be working with, get a good look at the office environment that you potentially that Joe owes you a tour to, right? Once the pandemic has cleared up already, but thank you so much everyone for joining us today. Do head over there to check the company out, and if you don't see a position open for you right now, click the follow button and you'll be the first to be notified before you leave, or before like we say bye bye. I do want to let you know that we do have a short video prepared for you to kind of get a further feel of how it's like working at Arvato recently, right? Most of the content of the video is happened during the pandemic, right? So yeah, stay tuned, check that out, and check them at hirely.com/Arvato. That's it, everyone. See you. Thank you so much for being a part of this session.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you, Brian, for being a very good moderator.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, everyone. Please stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.